or believe. Like I say, love me now, don't love me later. So what is it about love? The behaviors and the beliefs about love. For if you love, you need to care and have affection, showing concern and kindness towards someone. Commitment, that is love. Standing by someone through thick and thin. Intimacy, emotional or physical closeness. Selflessness, putting others' needs before your own. So that is what love is all about. So keep them loving. We're going to listen to a song and then we'll be right back and I'll introduce to you our guest for the day. Keep them loving. Inspire Elsie's Radio. Elsie's Radio, making Elsie's lekker again. Today with us in the studio we have Lady Astrid Eyvers. Lady Astrid Eyvers is sharing her love journey with us. It's all about love, it's all about love, it's all about love. It's Valentine's Day, all out there. I hope you have your red dress out, your red lipstick out, your red sandals out, your red nail polish. I forgot mine. But you must just have a blessed red day today because it's Valentine's Day. And don't forget to get spoiled. If you don't have anyone to spoil you, get out there and spoil yourself. Go to the beach, go take a walk, take yourself for coffee, take yourself for lunch, but just do something. Don't sit inside and do nothing. If you are someone that believes in love, wear something red and do something for yourself. Let it start with love and let it end with love. In relations, love can be romantic, love can be platonic, or familial. I crave love all the time, all the way. It is a love thing with me. I hope you feel the same way too. And it's so sad that we only have to choose one day for it because I feel like someone that's in love every day. If not with someone else, then with myself. I was telling a friend of mine the other day, I'm the type of person I can fall in love every day. That's how crazy I am about love. I love the way that I feel when there's love, There's no one at the moment, but I still love. I just love, I love on my grandsons. I love, there's so much love inside of me that I constantly just pour it out. That is what love does. And it's also contagious. It's contagious. If you surround yourself with people that love, you will feel that love and, it's bringing that warm feeling all inside of me. Like, I'm sitting with Lady Astrid and she is about love. I'm telling you, even when you look at her eyes, you can see there is love happening there. So, what I want to say, Lady S, do you think there's a chance that you will fall in love again at this age with someone?
Yes, definitely. To be quite honest with you, 2 years ago I fell in love with someone, and I'm not going to sugarcoat everything. And then it didn't go the way that I wanted. Like they use this word betrayal, which is when you just think of what it is, it's a negative thing. So that's what happened. I thought that this was the person. I thought, well, now I've healed from the past. I'm ready to go forward. I'm ready to go into a relationship. And just when I thought this is it, and why must it always be when you think this is the best relationship that you ever? Life can be cruel, and that is what happened to me. And I thought, what again? But now I'm healed from that too. You've always got to be prepared to encounter something which is not what you expected. Well, I wasn't. I was being naive and I thought this is it all the way until I had to wake up and realize it isn't. it isn't what you thought it was. But now I'm over it, and I'm ready to go on. Yes, my answer to your question, yes, I'm ready to fall in love again. I think I'm semi in love at the moment. Please don't ask me any personal things. I'm on I'm on radio.
I'm actually very jealous as I'm sitting right here because you couldn't even hide it. I could see it in your eyes. There's a spark. There's something happening, and I think I don't even want to put the dots together because I'm like, yeah, I am again. Listen to this one now.
So if anybody thinks that you can only fall in love to a certain age, they're so wrong. They're so wrong. Because I think that I'm semi in love now. Why I'm saying semi is because I've still got to find out more about the person. But I think that this is a good
start.
Yes.
And you know what I said to a friend the other day? I said to her, no one will ever rob me from that feeling. You can break my heart in 100 pieces. I don't care. I'm going to fall in love again. You can crush my heart. It can be popped. And I will always go out and tell women, don't give that past failed relationship so much power by not.
You are so right.
Because everyone deserves to be loved, and everyone wants to feel that. So if the previous relationship didn't work out, go back into it again and try it again. I can remember my past pastor used to say that. He said there is a reason, you ladies, there is a reason why there is John 1. If John 1 don't work out, there's John 2. When John 2 don't work out, there's John 3. Why do you think there's John 1, 2, and 3? You used to joke to us as women about it. But that's a fact.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't meant for you.
Yeah.
And sometimes we think at it, yeah, it's betrayal. Why do we always close ourselves and shut ourselves out and close the door?
You
Whilst the other person, the partner, he's continuing his life and he feels like he's the king. Because now he owned you. That's what they say. I've owned you. I stopped her life because there was never any after me. Why do you give someone so much power and so much strength to take that from you? It's a good feeling to love. Don't stop yourself from loving and loving and loving, even if it happened 10, 20 times. Just fall in love again, man. It's a good feeling.
There is hope. There is hope. And just one Afrikaans word, one Afrikaans sentence, I may say, when people say that there is someone for everybody, they use, when they say it in Afrikaans, vir elke pot is daar 'n deksel. In English, for every saucepan or for every pan, there's a lid.
Exactly. Hoekom sal hulle so baie krag weggee nie? Hoe sê jy, man, daar's klompie visse in die see.
Yes, that's another nice one.
Maybe it didn't work out.
But it can still work out.
It can still work out. Because ek dink is nie so 'n groot ding if you were betrayed, because it's also a learning curve. Because as daar nie betrayal was, dan het ons nooit geleer nie, you know? So at the end of the day, you know the loopholes now, you know what to look out for.
Yes.
So it's also teaching you now, I must be stronger
How to
next
go
time.
forward.
How to go forward. So it's not such a bad thing.
Not
and
at all.
on the other hand, dan weet jy ook mos wat
For
hy
next
all
time.
about is.
Yes.
Hy het mos nou maar net sy ware
Yes,
klere
yes.
na vore gebring.
And he was privileged to get to know you. He doesn't know it, but he was very privileged to get to know you.
Exactly. It's not worth all
It's
of
not worth
this.
you.
Yeah, it's not worth all of this. You must always tell yourself, don't give up. You just tell, it's not worth all of this. And at what age did you meet the love of your life or your soulmate?
That is what I asked you not to ask me, because that's a secret still. Up to now, that's a secret. So, can we have the next question, please?
Okay. And what did you meet the love of your life?
Well, I haven't. I can't divulge on things that are happening now.
Oh, wow.
It's happening now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I said I'm
Oh, my word.
semi in love. because I've met somebody that I like very, very much, but because it's still in its infancy, I can't talk too much about it. So this is a very sensitive question.
So only now, so you are giving me hope that it can still happen,
That
even at
is
your
the thing. That is the thing. It can happen at any age. Like you said at the beginning, God is love. So as long as there is a God, there is love is possible.
But there is something about falling in love. When you're a matured person, I think then you understand it better. That's what you're telling me also
Yeah,
now.
I think so.
So if my previous love life or love affairs were deep, you telling me that if I fall in love now, it's going to be even deeper.
You are going to
Wow.
understand it even better. Yeah. And you're not going to just rush into something, go. You're going to take your time, get to know the person.
So I'm actually looking very forward to this
Go
next
for it.
phase, this love life phase of mine. Ilham, are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? You better dig deep, girlfriend. You better dig deep. But this is what it's all about. It's always a good feeling just to know that, you are loved as a person. And I think so many times we went through so much pain sometimes as women. You went through so much heartache sometimes. But they can knock us down, but they cannot knock us
They
out.
can't. They
That's
can't.
important. They can knock us down, but not out. Keep on getting up. Keep on hoping and keep on knowing that you are loved. If it was not him, just speak it in existence. The next one will be better. And the next relationship will be greater. Keep on keeping on. Don't give up on love. It is the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever that any woman can do for herself. But rule number one, love on yourself first, irrespective of what happened in the past, irrespective of how it hurt. Love on yourself first. Like I like to say, from above to within, to without. You can only give what you have. So once you receive the Father's love and love on yourself, you will be able to give that love.
It
so
also-
keep on loving
There's
yourself.
also something to be said about that when we say love yourself first. It doesn't mean, for instance, if you're a mother, you totally turn your back on your baby who's maybe 8 months old and say, I don't care who's going to look after this child tonight. That's not the meaning. It means your self-respect, caring about how you get treated, not being a doormat for somebody else just to walk on. That's what it means. It means not allowing somebody to disrespect you, to dishonor you. Yeah. So it doesn't mean that you are a neglectful person in your life regarding your
Or
family,
vain,
yeah,
yes.
or thinking too much of yourself,
yourself.
that you should get all the attention all the time.
And that's why the Bible makes statement of it in a sense where it says, love your neighbor as yourself, which means that we are supposed to love ourselves first. Because you will never be able to give something that you don't have. So if you don't have love for yourself, how will you be able to love someone else? Because then you don't know it
Yes.
as a person.
Yes.
So did you ever had your heart broken, and at what age?
Yeah, I think I think I don't know if that was broken. if that's
crushed, or
yeah,
how do you
I
call
think
it,
that
or-
I had a crush on that person who was at my Sunday school, not at my day school. Sunday school, I was admiring him every time we went to Sunday school, and we were sitting there for an hour or so learning about the Bible and so on. So I admired him until the stage when we were now going to high school, and our ways drifted apart, and then I heard that he had a girlfriend, and then I thought that he was going to always remember me. as you know, that person that he admired, but it wasn't like that because our ways drifted apart. We weren't at the same Sunday school anymore. We weren't in the same social circles. His sister and my sister were friends, and I would accompany her to their house, and that's where we would make eyes at each other and steal time outside chatting to each other. I mustn't tell too much.
This person is listening.
No, that person is dead at the moment, so I'm thinking of what my children, or in case they're listening, or people who know me well. So that, I think that's the only little thingy I can think about where, besides, I mean, I already spoke about divorce. Divorce crushes everybody. So I don't think you wanted me to go into that sob story. You're talking about when we were younger, in our teens or 20s. So that was high school age, 16, 17. So I think that was the time when I felt, I thought I was the one, and I wasn't the one.
So disappointed, and you're crying even.
But I didn't want to show it. There was so much pride in me. I just used to pretend that everything is fine. Meanwhile, the stories that were coming to me, oh, he has somebody else that is looking at. Oh, that was a bit painful, but not as painful as, when you sit with this thing for years and years, because life is beautiful when you're in your teens and there's always somebody else that comes along. I'm sure I sound like a real flirt.
But on a serious note now, after all of this, after the divorce, after the heartache, after the disappointment, because I guess when we get married, no one gets into marriage with the thought that, hey, I'm going to get divorced after a few years. How did you bounce back? Looking at you, you can speak about it now freely. It's after many years. But how did you bounce back to love? Did you take time to recover, or how did you do it?
I think when you have children, you always you're living so that they can have hope. You never want them to feel that they don't have everything. So okay, the parents are now divorced, and life still has to go on. And fortunately, they were, the eldest at that time when I got divorced. My eldest son was just finishing, just finished matric, which in overseas, for the overseas listeners, in French that would be baccalaureate, and in the States that would be college. He had just finished college. So I always felt sorry about this child, and I thought, for his sake, I've got to be strong and give what I have to give, although it was very difficult, because many things change. Just life is almost like it's just everything turns upside down. It's like you're going into a pit, a bottomless pit. But I started studying. I found out that is a good way to push something to the background. Immerse yourself in studies or learn a skill. Like, I mean, if I was more courageous, I probably would have learned to ski. If I was in a country where it snows, I would have. But because I'm in a warm climate country, the things that I started concentrating on were swimming and reading and programs on the radio and on television, especially when it's about somebody speaking about their life. Radio is a fantastic way to learn about other people's lives. And with me studying, obviously you have a deadline to finish something, and so it pushes negative things to the background. So it's a way of healing yourself without going to a psychologist, without having to spend a lot of money. And learning a language, my word, I didn't know that it was so wonderful to learn languages. It brings you more friends, and it opens up doors. You become more interested in other cultures and so on. So for me, the secret was to keep on finding interests, to broaden my interests. And when you're still in those first few years after the divorce, you're afraid to travel alone at night because of, in our country, for instance, the dangers of traveling back home. So you tend to be at home more, not because you want to be at home, but because you can't just go out there and flirt with somebody who wants you to be a one night stand and so on. You want to be a decent mother, so you're not going to want to be out there where you endangering your life and letting your children worry. Is she safe? Where is she? And so on. You know. So I think I looked for ways to forget about the pain, and through that I healed. And with me looking like I'm healing and looking happy, my children were happier.
Yes, exactly.
And you can go and speak about this topic for hours and hours. And that is one reason I said I would like one day to be on a program like TED Talks, where you give an introduction to your life. And one of the topics I'd choose would be life after divorce, because there is hope after divorce. You don't have to go to the bottle or throw yourself down Table Mountain. It's so silly.
Life is only starting. It seems
Life
like
life is just beckoning to you, and then you say, "Oh, I should have done this long ago." But it can.
Why did this have to happen to push
Yes.
me in that certain? That's
Yes,
the thing with
yes.
the challenges and the things that we are facing. Sometimes we look at it as a bad thing, but when you look at it and you're like, "Yo, hoe kan dit nie langer gebeur nie? Het ek dit gedoen? Ek sou mos stuck
Yes.
gewees het
Yeah,
daar."
you ask yourself,
You know?
why did this have to happen so that I could find this door to go into? But there are so many unexplored things that
Avenues that
avenues and really interesting things out there that we should put ourselves into.
And that's, it just shows us also there's a good and a bad to everything that we do.
Life
so
is
we
like
must
that.
always just look at the good side of a bad thing.
Yes.
You know?
Just flip it over.
Just flip it over. That's easy
Yeah.
as that. It's as easy as that. And like they say, it makes the world go round. Love, but it's really
Love
like that.
does make the world go
It
round.
makes the world go round. And next question I want to ask you: how deep is your love? Do you dive deep into love when you first meet, or are you first testing the waters?
I think
I'm a deep diver.
You're a deep diver.
I'm a deep diver. I don't care if my heart gets crushed. I don't care if you're gonna step on it, but I want that home feeling. So my love is a very pure, open soul love. I go in deep. I don't care if you're gonna break my heart, but it's not gonna stop me to fall in love again also. That's just how I feel about love. Because you don't have the power to make me stop loving. I'm not gonna give it to anyone. You don't own that right.
I think I'm different to you in that way. I'm at the outset, I'll be testing the waters, and then when that person gives me the confidence, no, I'm not like that, then I go deep. And when I start loving, I usually give my all. Because when I trust somebody, you can't trust half-heartedly. Trust means you're
Yes,
giving
exactly.
everything.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the reason why I'm so open about it and so transparent about it, it's because now I'm at the stage where I know what I want.
Yes,
I know exactly what I want. So if this is what I want, you will see it. And if you're not ready for it, then obviously you won't be able to pretend. You must
No,
gonna
you
show.
can't pretend.
Exactly. You see?
Yeah.
So that's why, because there's no time for playing all this nyaka like we used as kids. It's tiring. I don't want that. That's why I say, for me, it's the best way is actually to fall in love when you're older.
I think
Because
so.
when you're older, you do understand what is love
Yeah,
all about,
yeah.
you know? And you give of yourself more openly also now. Hey, if this backfire, then I have 2 feet to stand on. You won't be able to crush me as hard
Yeah.
as you would have
Yeah.
30 years ago.
Yeah. No, you don't. You don't make the same mistakes to the same degree. You still
Exactly.
make mistakes because you're human, but you wiser.
You wise.
You
Yes.
wiser, and you know that there is a price to pay, so you're also not as selfish as you were before, because you know that it must, in order to receive, you've got to give.
Yes.
So you're going to give also with you're going to be authentic about your giving,
Yes.
so that that person can also authentically give to you, and that's what makes it makes
Easier.
that.
But have you noticed, if you authentic in your giving and that person is not authentic in his giving, he will reveal himself so quickly, because
You
you know
will.
that love conquers all, and love
Yeah.
will always open up and reveal.
Yes,
It will
you
reveal because
can't
it's
hide
too
it.
much.
You
Yeah.
can't hide it for too long.
You can't hide it for too
And
long.
if you, like you said, if you're, I don't want to say older, I'll say mature.
Mature,
So
yes.
if you're mature, you can see the red flags sooner.
Yes,
You see
you
it
can.
sooner.
Yeah, you have discernment because you came us from the road behind you. Yes, you know.
Those bitter lessons.
Those bitter lessons, yeah. But we grow. But love is a feel good
It is a
feeling,
wonderful
and
thing.
it's a wonderful home feeling. It's a feeling that you don't want it to stop. You want to let it to keep on and keep on and keep on and keep on and keep on. And that is love. And this is Inspire Elsie's radio for you. This is the She Ready Show, where her readiness starts within her mind. We are going to listen to a song and then we'll be right back. Elsie's Radio, making Elsie's liquor again. This is the She Ready Show, where her readiness starts within her mind. And this with me, this lovely lady, is Lady Astrid Eyvers, and she was sharing her love journey with us. I hope you listeners enjoyed every bit of it. It was a great moment in the studio. We enjoyed it, and we are gonna get out there and show some love and spread some love, and we're just going to keep them loving. That's what we're all about. Is there any final wording that you want to share with our viewers before I close up?
So, for the benefit of those who listen today, I just want to encourage them to never give up. If your heart has been broken, it doesn't mean it has to stay broken. And for those who have just come out of a divorce, this is the time, girl, that you go and do a course, even if it's dancing lessons or swimming lessons, art lessons, learning a language. Make use of your time so that you don't think, why did he do this? Why did he do this? You owe it to your children. Once you do one of those things, once you have a new skill, you are going to bloom as a rose. And once you are there, you're going to meet your perfect match.
And listen very carefully. I'm just echoing what Lady Astrid is saying. You Stellas, are you listening? Get your groove back. Get your groove back, Stella. And as the word is saying in 1 Corinthians 13, verse 3, it says, it starts off like this. And now I will show you the most excellent way. And then it says, 1 Corinthians 13, verse 3, it says, if I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love me right or don't love me at all. A happy Valentine's Day. This is Inspire Elsie's Radio, and we are making Elsie's lekker again. The She Ready Show, where her readiness starts within her mind. Toodles. Bye bye.
Bye.